It sounds like you're describing a story similar to Blast from the Past, 1999, where a family is trapped in a fallout shelter for decades. Here's a detailed version of a storyline based on that premise. Title: 35 Years Below. Synopsis: after a false alarm of an impending nuclear attack, a young couple finds themselves trapped in a state-of-the-art underground bunker. The automated security system is programmed to remain locked for 35 years, believing the surface to be unsafe. As time passes, they must navigate the psychological and physical challenges of isolation, the fear of the unknown, and the consequences of a world that might not be waiting for them when the door finally opens. Storyline: Act 1, The Descent. Ethan and Claire, a newlywed couple in their early 30s, live in a small town in the 1960s. Ethan, a scientist with a Cold War survivalist mindset, has secretly built a self-sustaining bunker beneath their home, complete with food, supplies, and technology to last decades. One night, during a supposed missile crisis, air raid sirens blare. Convinced that nuclear war has begun, Ethan rushes Claire into the bunker. The system locks them in. Moments later, an automated message plays. For your safety, this shelter will remain locked for 35 years to allow surface conditions to stabilize. Ethan realizes his mistake. The attack was a false alarm, but the bunker's failsafe cannot be overridden. Act 2, Life Underground. At first, Ethan and Claire cling to hope that they will find a way out, but as the weeks turn to years, they come to terms with their fate. They create a routine: survival and adaptation. They use hydroponic gardening, ration food, and keep the bunker's power running. Emotional struggles. Claire resents Ethan for trapping them, while Ethan obsesses over keeping them safe. Psychological tensions. As time passes, they struggle with loneliness, regret, and the fear of an empty world above. They find solace in books, old recordings, and eventually in each other again. Over time, Claire gives birth to a son, Noah, who grows up never seeing the outside world. The bunker is the only reality he knows. Act 3, The Wait ends. As the countdown reaches its final days, the family is filled with both excitement and dread. Will the world above be a wasteland? Will they be the only humans left? When the door finally unlocks, they step out and find a shockingly different world. The town has evolved into a bustling modern city. Society moved on without them. Their old home is now a shopping mall parking lot. They must now adjust to a world that no longer remembers them, where their outdated knowledge and skills make them outsiders. Ethan, once a man of foresight, feels completely lost. Claire embraces the new world, eager to reclaim lost time. Noah, seeing the sky for the first time, is overwhelmed by the sights and sounds of modern civilization. Their struggle is no longer about survival underground, but finding their place in a future they were never meant to see. Themes: isolation and its psychological effects, love and resentment in extreme circumstances, the fear of the unknown versus the hope for the future, adapting to a changed world after years of stagnation. This version keeps the core premise but deepens the emotional and psychological stakes. Would you want any additional twists? Or do you have a specific tone in mind? Sci-fi? Drama? Thriller?